Hey y'all, it's Zinga of the brand Zinga, Ashe Tarot, and Zinga Made It. Alright, so I'm here today to give y'all some information on the 7-day spiritual bath journeys ritual thing that I did. I didn't think to do this because I thought everybody was familiar with, like, a lot of people familiar with spiritual baths already. But I'm gonna get straight to it. I don't have any bullets or notes. I'm gonna go straight from what I remember doing. Alright. So it's 7 days. You do what you want to do. This is just what I did. But it is 7 days. You could do more, but let's do at least 7 days. Commit to that. The day before it, I got a reading and I did like a pre-bath. You know what I'm saying? So I did that. You don't have to do that, but I did that. So, but each day, what you will do is you will shower first. Ask that everything that's blocking you be removed. So whatever the reason for you doing this, you can do this without an intention, as just to get enlightenment and to become more grounded. You know what I'm saying? Mine was 7 days of examining the things that I do to self-sabotage relationships, and mostly really love. That's what it was about. My blockages to love. Okay, so to love within myself, to romantic love, to love. Okay, so I did that. So what I would do is take a shower and ask that all the things that are blocking me be removed, all the things of that day that happened, you know, energy cards be cut, all those good things down the drain. And then you get your soap or whatever you're using, you actually wash and clean yourself. So when you do the baths, you are, in a sense, bathing yourself, putting the water all over you. I put it on my hair as well. If you don't want your hair to get wet, just go like this and sprinkle it, bless yourself or whatever. But washing your hair in it is, dunking your head in there, like, do what you feel. All right. But I did that. But this is the thing. So what is going in your bath? Okay. What went in mine might not go in yours. I mostly use flowers and a little bit of herbs, and I pick the flowers myself in nature. Okay, a lot of white flowers, a lot of colorful flowers. What I suggest you do is put whatever you feel called to use. I did honey, I did Florida water, I put alcohol in my bath. I lit incense. You can use, I heard somebody say they put crystals in their bath, whatever you need to do. But remember what you're doing every day. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. So you do that, right? Doing your bath. And then that whole part of that is what you make it. Sometimes I talk to myself. Sometimes I talk to an ancestor. Sometimes I just sat there and cried. Like, it's whatever you need to do. I didn't listen to music until I got toward the end of it. And then first of all, I would time myself to have at least 15 minutes, and then I didn't need my phone no more because I would be talking for a while. But at least 15 minutes talking to spirit and to myself. And then if I felt like it, I got some some music. And that was just the last, like, 2 days, to be honest, 2-3 days. It was really to connect, you know what I'm saying? So if you always listen to music when you're taking a shower and taking a bath, I feel like you should just leave that alone for a while and just see what comes up. All right, I even got to the point I didn't want my phone in the room with me, because it was hard for me to actually sit in there for 15 minutes because I didn't feel like taking a bath. I just took a shower. I would be tired. So what I started doing is doing it earlier in the day. Like, I don't have the book in here, but the Sacred Woman book, she suggests that your day really in around 4 or 5 o'clock is when you're wrapping stuff up so that you can relax and get into, like, the mode to go to sleep early. And taking the baths like 6, 7, I know that's not ideal for everybody, but if you could do it and you ain't doing shit else but on Instagram strolling or whatever, scrolling or whatever you're doing, just do it early. I'm telling you, you're going to sleep so good. It's getting you ready to go to sleep earlier so you can wake up earlier. So the wake up early part is important because for me, I would feed the earth every morning, every rising. Okay? 7, 6 o'clock, whenever I woke up. Okay? Feet in the grass, in the dirt. Got my resin and my incense, my frankincense and myrrh. I would feed the earth. I would feed the mothers and the fathers. I'm not going to get into what I use whatever you feel you need to use. Okay, I did alcohol and water though each day, along with what else I felt like doing. And then I just sat in the sun. Like, I just asked that, all the places that are hidden, that hold things within me, that's deep within me, that I just can't see what it is. That's from my mother, that's from my father, that's generational, ancestral, wherever it came from, just from me being the ancient soul that I am and the shit I've picked up and the things I've experienced and done, that all those things that are blocking that be released from me. And I did that every rising. And then this is the part that I added. I would journal. I would be like day 1, day 2. Last night I had a bath. I put what the bath is. Every time I would put the stuff that I took the bath with, I would save most of it, put it under on my altar. I have an altar I made for myself. Y'all might see me swat a wasp in a second. I don't want it to bother me. I'm allergic. Okay, I'm gonna stop saying I'm allergic, but yeah. But okay, wait. Okay, so I'm not editing that out either. All right, so, but I would do that, and I put what I had for the bath. Now, when you're getting your flowers and your stuff in nature, there's an app called Picture This. Get this app. Picture This or whatever. Just look up plant identification app if you want a different one. It's whatever. But it's so you can know what the flower or the plant or the herb is. This is important, especially if you just, oh, I was so drawn to this, and it was, see what it is. And that the app I'm talking about will give you a little background information of history of what it's used for. Certain numbers will pop up that might resonate with you. The genius, the species mean certain things that might resonate with you, and then it'll have like the symbolism area with like a couple of words or a sentence. And then of course I would suggest looking it up on your own, googling it, or what you feel from the flower and everything, or the plant. But that's important to know why you chose this, especially if you didn't know what the hell it was before you chose it. All right, but and then you do that. So I will put mine out every morning in a certain area so that it would kind of like, I wouldn't say decay in the sun, but I just put it back to nature. You see what I'm saying? You could flush yours down the toilet or put it every day, go to a stream of water or whatever, but I didn't have all that, so I just put it in the backyard, away from where I would go every morning to feed the earth. And I did it in the same spot, and I put my yoga mat out. Sometimes I do stretches. It's your morning, your rising ritual, okay? So whatever you want to do. I would journal, and I would say, this is day whatever. This is what one thing I do to self-sabotage is, it was a couple things, but one of the things I guess I'll say is, there's so many. It was 7. It was hard to get to 7 at first, I thought. But my insecurities, or I push people away. And then I would get into why I do that and what happened and childhood things. And then I would ask whatever spirit or whoever I'm communicating with or want to help me to clear it out. And then this is what I did for mine. I would have a deck, a personal deck, that I do readings, so I had a personal deck that I don't use for nobody else but me. And what I did was, every day I pull a card or a message from the feminine energy and from the masculine energy. Sometimes more than one card will come out for each, don't matter. I will write what the book says, because it's an Afro-Caribbean Orisha deck. All right, so I would write what the book says, because that's important, and then I would put what I felt each one meant, and then messages or guidance for me that day and what I need to do. And it was good, like just seeing what came out each day and what repeated at the end, and how the messages, like, it was so good. Just doing like 1 or 2 cards, like, or however many came out, but not doing like a I feel like, less is more at this point when it comes to reading. Even I use less cards in personal readings for myself, and when I read for other people. All right, but do what you feel you need to do. I will be out there in the beginning I was out there for like a couple hours, no lie, like for a couple hours in the sun, just getting those downloads. Between this time, I've gotten to be able to see my crystalline body pop out, which is you glistening in the sun. There's no shea. I had no shea butter, no nothing on, and it's like it looked like glitter on your skin. All right, and then I really got deep with it. A lot of again crying, releasing, coming to who I am, and you'll be surprised with just 7 days. It's a ritual because you're doing it over and over. What 7 days of that can do. And I'm on day 10 now. Here go these walls. Don't come over here, please. I continue to count. So I haven't been taking a bath every day. I take a shower, but I haven't been taking like a spiritual bath. I'm gonna take it as needed, or I'm gonna tell myself at least twice a week, because sitting in that water is beautiful, like real talk. But it was hard at first because I was like, I was tired. You gotta take the shower, you gotta clean it out, take the shower, clean, take the bath, clean, and I have my own like little thing that I sit on, so I had to remove mats. It was just a lot going on. Clean the herbs out, you might want to use a ball or something if you're using like herbs that are too big to go down the drain, like stuff that could really get like clogged. But toward the end, what I noticed myself doing is getting flowers, whole flowers and letting them float in the water. That was my thing, because I was becoming more whole and I didn't really need petals, or I didn't really need loose herbs or stuff. All right, I really wanted things whole, and I didn't notice I was doing that until I would journal what I've been using, and it went from me using like pieces of things to using only whole flowers. And then also the cleanup was easier, and I was grateful for that, but just intuitively I was just doing the flowers. So again, whatever you want this to you know, to be for you, whatever you want to heal, or whatever you want to focus on, and you can do this as long as you need to do. And I do suggest to keep journaling and getting the messages for yourself every day, even if you don't use cards. You know, just writing out, what do you think you need to do today, what do you want to accomplish today, and setting the intention and the tone for how your day is going to be. All right, so thank y'all for watching this. I'm going to put this on YouTube, so for my YouTube people, there are some links that are in the description if you want to book a reading or all these other things that I do. So yeah, thank y'all, and I'll have more videos coming.